Good morning, Sharks. My name is Miss Arroyo. I'm your school psychologist, and today we are going to present our Act Now Mental Health and Suicide Prevention student presentation. We are going to start off with stories of hope and health, and it's a story about a young lady named Krista and how she helped one of her friends.
I'm Krista, I'm 15, and I just finished 10th grade. My favorite thing in the entire world is music. My goal is perhaps to get to college with music, maybe join the college marching band. My friend called me one night, and I know that she was having some issues with her dad. Her dad just got back from Iraq, and I knew there were some problems. And she was saying things like, I don't know what to do anymore. I really just want to run away right now. I want to disappear. I thought she was going to do something bad to herself. I thought she meant disappear as in forever. She told me that everyone would be better off without her. She never said explicitly that she was having thoughts about suicide, but I was so scared. I didn't want anything at all to happen to her. I had a feeling that she wanted it to stay a secret. I felt that I needed to be there for her, and the way that I needed to do it was to go to someone else because I didn't know what I needed to do. The next day at school, I went to the counselor's office and I sat down and I told her my friend's story. She told me that what I really needed to do right now is to be a friend for her, let her know that I would be there for her. My friend has gotten some counseling. She's so much better. She's gotten into a lot of extracurricular activities. She's a lot more open with me. I think I've gained a lot more of her trust. It never ever hurts to tell an adult. It always helps to go to someone else. If you hear someone talking about suicide or taking their life, don't keep it a secret and don't ignore it. Take all talk of suicide seriously and take action. Tell an adult and get help for a friend. My friend is alive because I reached out to help. Call 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255 for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline.
You are an important part of the Riverview family. We would like you to act now. When you or a friend may be at risk for harm or need support, be alert to a friend who is in need. Show your friend that you care and tell a trusted adult that can help. During this presentation, we will tell you how to get help and who can help you. Today we're going to share general information regarding wellness. We're going to explain how adults at your school can help you or a friend who may be at risk for harm or suicide. We also will provide you with local and national resources to use yourself or share with others in need. So you may be wondering, what is mental health? Mental health is a sense of well-being, confidence, and self-esteem. It includes your thoughts, feelings, or moods. Having healthy social skills and knowing how to cope when there are problems. It is very important that you have someone here to support your emotional and social health. So how do we address mental health? With 3 areas: prevention, intervention, follow-up, and postvention. So let's start with prevention. Prevention is actions taken to promote positive mental health and reduce the risk of suicide. Prevention. Who has a role in helping students and promoting positive mental health? Well, all these people in these circles are here to help. Principal, assistant principal, school counselor, school social worker, school psychologist, deputy teacher, school nurse, parents, and then you all, students. So let's start with you. You are very, very important and are a part of the school team. You can help yourself or your friends in need of help. Then we have our principal, Mr. Gunder or Mr. G, and he is someone who can also help. Then we have our assistant principals, Dr. Kennedy and Mr. Messina, Miss Dickey, Mr. Scott, Miss Grover, Mr. Kovacs, and then our school counselors, Dr. Miller, Miss Shepard, Mr. Bowman, Miss Carrier, Mr. Elkins, and Miss Fernandez. Next, you have the school psychologist, Miss Arroyo, and our school psychology intern, Mr. Ackerman. And then our school social workers, Miss Rivera and Miss Parsley. And then our school nurse team, Miss Butts and Miss Parson. And last but not least, our deputy cater. He is another person who can help you with any problem and concern that you may have. So now we're going to have our school social worker, Miss Rivera, share with you more information about prevention.
Hi, this is Mrs. Rivera, school social worker, and now we will be focusing on prevention. What are some factors and warning signs to consider? We're going to be looking into the protective factors, risk factors, and warning signs that impact our overall mental health. Take a look a minute at the definition for protective factors. Protective factors are characteristics believed to reduce the likelihood that someone will harm or kill himself or herself. These are important because these factors help reduce the risk that someone will hurt himself or herself. So here we have some examples of protective factors, which are close family bonds, healthy self-esteem, good impulse control, close friends and adults, problem-solving skills, and a connection with your school. Again, these are protective factors, and these are believed to improve the mental health and well-being of students. So what are the risk factors? Again, take a quick look at the definition of risk factors. So risk factors are characteristics that increase the possibility that someone will harm or kill himself or herself. And here we see some examples of some of those risk factors, which are impulsive or aggressive behaviors, lack of social support or isolation, feelings of hopelessness, previous attempts of self-harm or suicide, loss of a close relationship, access to harmful substances or weapons, being bullied, threatened, harassed, or violated. And when we look at harassed, we're thinking of harassment in the forms of sexual, gender identification, or racial. What are the warning signs? Again, take a quick look at the definition of warning signs. Warning signs are the earliest detectable signals that someone may harm himself or herself. So if you notice a warning sign in yourself or your peers, you should tell an adult immediately. And these are some examples of some warning signs. It could be suicidal attacks, efforts to hurt oneself, depression or sadness, sudden changes in personality and friends and behaviors, talking about an actual plan, and the last one, the social media posts that are negative or out of character. And we all know that you guys love social media, so this is where we get a lot of information at times through Instagram, Snapchat, or other sources of social media. So be aware of any posts that you see that may give out some warning signs. So now we're going to look into the Act Now Student Pledge. So we're going to ask you to take the Act Now Pledge. And it's important for you to tell a trusted adult when you or a friend is at risk of harm, feels bullied, is victimized by inappropriate sexual behavior or harassment, or is thinking of suicide. We are here to support you. So this is not a contract. The Act Now Pledge is not a contract. It does not replace any of the suicide prevention protocols that we have here at Riverview High School, as well as Hillsborough County. This tool is used to promote awareness and prepare students to advocate for themselves and their friends. So here we have the Act Now Pledge, and everyone should feel welcome and safe at Riverview High School. Sometimes students needing help will say or do things that are harmful to themselves or others, because it is important that students find the support that they need. And basically this is what you guys will get: a copy of these, and I will do my part in pledge to ask others for help when I need support, give a non-judgmental, attentive ear to a friend, help a friend get the care they need by sharing concerns honestly and quickly. And this could be a parent, the principal, the assistant principal, our deputy, the school nurse, a teacher, school counselor, school psychologist, or your school social worker. Immediately tell an adult if I'm thinking of suicide or have a friend thinking of suicide, and use my school and community resources for information and help. Intervention. So we're going to discuss now intervention, and intervention involves direct efforts to prevent a person from attempting to harm or kill himself or herself. Well, I'm going to go through the what the letters stand for. We're going to acknowledge, we're going to show that we care, and we're going to tell someone immediately. Acknowledge, we're going to be aware of the warning signs and risk factors. We're going to know changes in the behavior of that student. We're going to show that you care by listening attentively. We're not going to act shocked or make judgments or grieve to confidentiality. And we're going to tell someone immediately. We're going to contact an administrator, someone in student support services, or any trusted adult on this campus or outside the community. Follow-up postvention. So we have now discussed suicide postvention. Postvention includes any actions taken after a suicide to support family, friends, and others who are impacted by death. So after a suicide, be aware of your own feelings. Allow yourself to grieve in a healthy way. It's okay to experience a range of emotions, from sadness, anger, even at times frustration, or even guilt. Some individuals may laugh while having happy memories of the person, and that's okay. Be sensitive to how others may react. Everyone reacts differently. Remember to focus on cherished memories of the friend or family members, not how their life ended. Be kind in your words to family members and friends who are also hurting from the death of a loved one. If you need help coping, tell a trusted adult immediately. So also, how do you take care of yourself and promote positive mental health? So some of the ways we do that is by, hanging out with friends, family, exercising, eating healthy, journaling, dancing, singing, kind of ways that's going to help you feel better and help you feel good. And you could even go talk to a trusted adult here on the campus. We have pride in our school and students, and we want everyone to feel supported when at school here at Riverview High School. Here are the numbers of community and national resources that can help you or a friend who is at risk. Parents, teachers, and other trusted adults can also help you with any concerns you may have. If you have any additional questions, please contact your Student Support Services team because we are here to help you. Thank you so much, Sharks, and have a great day.